critical juncture, with a view to contributing to the stability and development of the country and Hong Kong. I have every confidence that upon the completion of the legislation for safeguarding national security, the Hong Kong SAR will be able to focus on developing the economy and improving people's livelihood, and ensure the steadfast and successful implementation of one country, two system. 大家有咩問題？
Mr. Lam, when do you expect the legislation to finish? Will you need to hold more special sessions like today to speed up scrutinizing the bill?
I think right now the first reading and second reading had just been through. It's up to the Bills Committee to do the work. And I'm sure the Bills Committee will do everything possible to speed up the process. But I think with the legislature, everything is, we have set process. And I think once it finished scrutiny, it go to the House Committee for report, and then we'll then schedule when we'll come back to the LegCo for resumption of second reading and third reading. Why are we rushing? We have, in the bill is necessary to safeguard the national security. We should enact it. If you look at other countries, they enact it within a day, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They enact 15 to 20 laws. So why can't Hong Kong do it in a speedy manner? You tell me. 嗱，而家我哋已經進入一個立法程序，頭先咧就已經係首讀同埋二讀，咁跟住咧就因為我哋已經係開嗰個小組嗰陣時已經講明咧，一去到首讀二讀咧就會轉為一個法案委員會，咁法案委員會主席廖長江議員咧就會同呢個法案委員會咧會盡一切努力去完成呢個工作。立法會嘅工作都係一步一步嘅，咁一定係要法案委員會完成咗之後，去內會彙報，咁然後至可以翻嚟大會。咁我哋係靜候佳音，希望即係廖長江議員同埋所有議員呢係一齊工作。我哋嘅目標都係早一日得一日，咁但係現時係冇死線，亦都冇一個時間表。我諗當議員知道有一個咁重要嘅法案首讀二讀咧，大家頭先我覺得咧，呢一個都係我哋嘅第7屆立法會嘅光榮。咁大家係盡一切時間去做。我知道有啲議員係已經來往咗北京2次啊，有啲喺外地做緊嘢啊，都漏夜翻嚟嘅。咁呢個係佢嘅責任，亦都我諗係佢哋嘅榮幸。咁我諗你問個別議員點解佢會翻到嚟去做啦咁樣。雖然琴日嘅通知係好急，但係大家都可以講到收到我通知，坐飛機喺北京都翻到嚟啊。好多謝你咁啦。
我哋已經搞掂啦，多謝主席，辛苦你啊！上講辛苦你啊！
我答啊！佢問 detail 我就答。
Sorry
我哋啊 ，OK。好。
呢個出面都幾難用，佢舉足唔係。我哋影張相先。
我影張相。
舉高。
使唔使揸住咁你撳翻低啲喎？撳翻低少少，你撳翻低少少。好，你撳翻低少少。舉高少少。民建聯全力支持。 咪可以啦？好，唔該。各位媒體嘅朋友，各位香港市民，各位民建聯嘅支持者，民建聯呢係全力支持特區政府向立法會提交維護國家安全條例草案，以全面落實基本法23條同埋528決定，仲有國安法規定香港嘅憲制責任，確保香港可以早日維護國家安全。民建聯係會積極參與草案委員會嘅審議工作，希望能夠盡快完成立法，讓特區政府可以有效咁應對各種嘅國安風險同埋威脅，保障我哋香港市民嘅安全。民建聯係深信早一日完成立法，保齊國家安全嘅短板，香港先能夠集中精力拼經濟、謀發展，更好咁發揮香港嘅獨特優勢同埋地位，早日實現呢個由治及興嘅目標。我哋認為條例草案係符合咗2個國際人權公約，充分保障咗市民嘅權利同埋自由，確保財產同埋投資係受到法律嘅保護。我哋認為條文呢係寫得非常之仔細同埋清晰，精準咁針對危害國家安全嘅行為，市民係無需憂慮會誤墮法網。另外，我哋睇到草案亦都大量咁借鑑普通法國家嘅立法經驗，同時亦都係考慮到香港實際嘅需要，有效咁維護咗本港嘅國際金融中心嘅地位、營商環境同埋對外嘅聯繫，同時亦都係有力咁樣駁斥咗美西方反華勢力對23條立法嘅抹黑。特區政府喺啟動基本法23條立法嘅工作之後，係用心盡責，負責嘅官員喺公眾諮詢期間，積極咁向社會各界解釋立法嘅建議，迅速咁反駁咗各種造謠同埋抹黑，澄清咗誤解，並且係喺短時間之內對公眾諮詢期間收集到嘅大量意見進行咗分析同埋回應。積極咁吸納咗唔少嘅市民意見，修訂同埋完善咗立法嘅建議，為立法會迅速有效進行審議打下咗一個良好嘅基礎。民建聯喺度重申，盡早完成基本法23條立法係香港社會各界強大嘅共識同埋意願。我哋會喺立法會裏面全力以赴，確保有關嘅立法工作及早妥善完成。多謝各位。睇下大家有冇啲咩提問？冇。之後請你講。
Well, first of all, we support the government for introducing the Safeguarding National Security Bill into Legislature just now for first reading and second reading. And the Bills Committee will start scrutinizing the bill as soon as possible. We believe that we should spare no effort to get the laws enacted as soon as possible, because the sooner we can plug the loopholes on, safeguarding the national security, the better we are. And then we can focus on develop our economy. And I should also stress that the legislation on Article 23 will make sure that our law is complying with the international covenants on protecting human rights. And the law is also to protect, safeguard the interests of Hong Kong people, to protect our business environment, and to safeguard our own prosperity. So we stress again, right now the Bills Committee will start working on scrutinizing the bill. We believe that the government and ourselves will work together to get the laws enacted as soon as possible. Well, I think everybody noticed that we have done a public consultation. And in the course of the public consultation, myself, our colleagues have reached out to different people, including business community. And they support the legislation of Article 23. And I don't believe that there is any kind of genuine concern from the business community about the things that you said. But I hear that there are some Western pundits and also some Western governments, they did it on purpose to smear our law on Article 23. So what we believe is right now we're going to scrutinize the bill as soon as possible. And we believe that in the course of scrutinizing the bill, we'll submit our opinion to the government to make sure that at the end of the day, the Article 23 legislation will definitely comply with international covenant on human rights. And one more thing, you see a lot of Western governments, even the United States, they have very draconian laws on safeguarding national security. And I see that the Western pundits and Western government, when they try to smear us, I urge them to first take a look at their own national security laws.
我諗議員咧，其實喺個議會裏面，大家都有個共識，就係一路都講話23條立法咧，應該係盡早去進行，盡速去完成。所以我哋琴日喺下晝4點零鐘收到主席嘅通知，話今日召開呢個特別嘅大會咧，其實大家都係好興奮，亦都係咧係充滿期待咁樣去翻嚟參與呢個會議。即使係喺遠道喺北京翻嚟嘅兩會嘅代表，佢哋亦都係非常之樂意。而事實上面咧，我哋喺過去嘅2-3個禮拜裏面咧，我哋都有一個工作小組係就住23條立法咧，不斷咁去討論，同埋係聽取市民嘅意見啦。咁所以我覺得今次嘅立法工作咧，其實係合乎社會同埋合乎議員大家之間嘅預期。至於你話幾時或者會唔會有一個目標，什麼時候去完成呢個立法工作？我相信我哋嘅同事係會喺個法案委員會裏面咧係盡快，亦都係盡責地去詳細去審議嗰個法例，希望能夠盡早完成嗰個工作，再交俾大會去進行投票同埋表決。唔該。勇哥眼鏡。
好，我哋工聯會都回應幾句有關個立法。我哋先影咗相。好。中間。我嘅同事咧，我哋呢邊冇嘅。有啊，天天喺度。好，左邊。中間先。好。左邊啦。好。右邊先嚇。左邊俾多次。好，各位市民、各位傳媒嘅朋友，大家早晨。工聯會全體嘅立法會議員咧，就出席咗頭先立法會嘅大會。政府咧就喺個大會上面咧係提交咗呢個維護國家安全條例嘅草案。工聯會咧係非常歡迎政府咧係及時咁樣去提交呢個嘅草案。呢個係顯示即係全體香港市民、立法會議員、政府 對於我哋落實基本法23條呢個嘅憲制責任一個意志嘅體現嚟嘅。頭先立法會議員咧都全體見咗即係傳媒，工聯會咧都喺呢度咧係再次重申，我哋係全力支持即係嗰個嘅立法嘅進程。我哋亦都咧對於政府所採取嘅呢個嘅措施，盡快提交上嚟立法會係表示歡迎嘅。我哋亦都認為有關嘅條例草案呢，佢係充分去聽取咗市民嘅意見，喺呢個諮詢嘅過程當中吸納咗市民嘅意見，亦都咧係符合嗰個國際人權公約，符合咧我哋嘅有關法律嘅要求，包括基本法、我哋嗰個嘅人大嘅決定同埋香港國安法嘅決定，亦都係符合立法嘅一啲國際慣例，符合普通法嘅一啲做法，亦都係符合香港嘅實際嘅情況，能夠更加好咧維護好香港市民嘅基本嘅權利，令到社會得到安寧，令到香港咧嘅各種合法嘅活動咧能夠去有所保障，以至到發展我哋嘅經濟、改善民生嘅。所以工聯會咧係會全力以赴嚟到參與有關嘅立法嘅工作。我哋亦都咧希望喺呢個過程當中咧能夠即係順利嚟到進行，唔會咧受到即係反華反香港嘅勢力咧嘅一啲干擾。我哋希望咧全體嘅市民能夠團結一致嚟到去確實真真切切嚟到去做好我哋今次嘅立法嘅工作，令香港社會喺呢個維護國家安全上面咧係有法可依，令到咧我哋香港能夠更加好聚焦發展經濟、改善民生。呢度咧就係工聯會表達嘅態度，睇睇有冇一啲咩問題。
Do you think residents will remain worried or concerned when Article 23 is scrutinized in such a speedy manner?
榮欣，你講唔講？
First of all, we must emphasize that it's been 27 years. What we're concerned is that the legislative process has not been quick enough. I think we must not view the legislative process in a predetermined manner or in any prejudice, because we could see from the international example as exemplified by the United States, the U.S. Patriots Act was passed in 45 days from the passage to the introduction to the bill. The whole process only took 45 days. This is the speed we talked about when we legislate any acts concerning legislative council or the national security. So in such manner, we could also see that we have reached the biggest consensus when we talk about the legislation process. As we see from the consultation period, almost 99% of the local residents supported the legislative process of Article 23. So I think we have a big enough consensus to introduce the bill in the Legislative Council as early as possible. The earlier we have the act passed, the earlier we could focus and concentrate on economic development, which is the first priority we could see from the general consensus.
有關時間問題咧，我覺得我哋要再強調咧，香港咧係已經用咗27年嘅時間嚟到去醖釀，嚟到去即係或者係錯過咗好多嘅時間我哋面對嘅風險，尤其是最近喺呢個立法嘅進程當中咧，亦都係受咗唔少嘅干預嘅。即係換言之咧，我哋所面對嘅國家安全風險咧，係仍然非常之嚴峻嘅。換言之，如果我哋 再面對多一日呢啲風險咧都延長嘅。咁所以我哋希望能夠盡快立法，我哋亦都會盡力配合政府以至到立法有關嘅程序，全力咧去審議，早一日能夠通過。我睇大家都經歷過19年嘅暴亂、顏色革命，以至到最近美國政府、國務院又好，佢哋嘅政客又好，以至到美國嘅總領事，都喺通過各種嘅口述或者係動作嚟到去阻撓香港嘅立法啊。所以呢啲嘅企圖究竟係代表乜嘢呢？企圖佢哋想要繼續危害我哋香港嘅安寧，想要做滲透嗎？如果佢哋係呢種咁嘅企圖，我覺得我哋更加需要盡快立法。呢個係我哋工聯會以至到所有立法會議員、所有市民嘅使命所在啊，不容有失。係。有關嘅條文咧，其實大家如果再細心睇咧，係好清晰嘅。你係一個咩組織，你做咗啲咩事情？如果係維護國家危害國家安全嘅話，佢係會受到有關法律嘅制裁，即係懲治。但如果佢係普通一個正常嘅，唔係有企圖去搞滲透、搞破壞、搞叛亂嘅話，呢啲嘅組織係可以即係好正常地運作嘅。咁所以咧，條文嘅清晰嘅程度係唔會令到正常嘅活動、正常嘅組織嘅存在嘅。至於有關嘅煽動叛亂嗰個嘅條文咧，其實現行我哋喺法律上面咧都已經，或者喺法庭嘅審判上面咧，已經係做咗呢方面嘅一啲嘅動作啊。即係換言之，有關條文所講嘅唔需要講明咩意圖，呢個係慣例嘅做法嚟嘅，唔係一個新嘅做法。好，唔該晒。
唔該晒。
我喺人大政協咧嚟到參與今日嘅會議咧，係出於一種使命擔當嚟嘅。Thank you。
各位，我喺呢度好想同大家簡單講講咧，係獨立議員嚟講，作為我何君堯咧，就係好支持呢一個維護國家安全條例草案。個原因係好清晰嘅，就係基本法係喺我哋已經有所説明23條咧，係香港特區係要自行立法。咁跟住咧就等咗好耐之後咧，去到2023年，去到2020年6月30號咧，人大常委根據呢一個人大528嘅決定咧，就立咗《港區維護國家安全法》，當中裏邊第7條説明咗咧，特區政府應當盡早完成呢一個國家安全嘅立法工作。由當時開始咧，我哋以呢一個已經係法律上再嚟説明一次係特區政府嘅唔單止憲制責任，亦都係法律上嘅責任添。咁就亦都已經係有好幾年嘅準備。今天終於係嚟到草案呢一個出台。 裏邊咧，我而家睇到係比較完善嘅一個法規，咁所以我睇到咧亦都係表示歡迎同埋好高興。喺目前嚟講咧，就立法會裏邊同事咧係上下一心，就係瞄住呢一個目標進發，希望可以香港咧能夠早日回歸呢一個正道啦，喺各方面嘅氣氛下邊得到明確嘅一個安排，特別喺國家安全方面受到保障咧。咁我哋賴以有咁嘅穩健嘅基礎，就搞好我哋嘅經濟。咁呢個係我哋應該要做，無論政治又好，經濟又好咧，兩者之間咧互相嘅嗰個支持嘅嗰個關係咧係好清晰。咁所以咧就我呢度同大家表述下呢一點。有必要嘅時候咧，我哋亦都會係作為香港嘅立法會成員，甚至乎每一位香港嘅市民咧，都要喺呢一方面作出嘅支持啦，亦都係講解好有關呢條例嘅內容。所以喺唔同嘅場合，包括喺國際嘅舞台上邊啦、聯合國等等啦，咁呢個亦都我會稍後咧就會去喺嗰個場合裏邊咧有機會就同大家係解釋下有關呢條例嘅嗰個主旨同內容嘅。多謝各位，好。Remain in what? Sorry, I beg your pardon, I didn't catch it. No, I don't think that it has been moved in such a fast pace. Actually, this bill has been long outstanding for years. If we all remember, cast our memory back to 2003, and that was the crucial time when we were about to enact the Hong Kong National Security Ordinance, but for reason that was incomprehensible at that moment, it was aborted. Then after 2019, the Black Cat riots, the whole nation, the whole country saw the Hong Kong situation with a clear picture. So therefore, on 28th of May 2020, the Hong Kong National Security Act was passed by the by the MPCSC, in which Article 7, it clearly states that Hong Kong SAR should proceed to complete the national security law and on an ASAP basis. Now, how do you comprehend the ASAP basis? If you take into account of the speed of the state in enacting the Hong Kong National Security Act, which was completed within just less than 5 weeks' time, then you can imagine, from that point onward up to now, the present day today, the 8th of March, it has been already 4 years. So therefore, I don't think that we have been moving it in a great haste. We're not hastening it through. Actually, due consideration have been given, and consultation has once been made, back in 2002, and it was renewed just last month. So therefore, I think we have been moving towards cautiously and without any so-called, in great hurry. But of course, when we come to the point in enacting it, if we could do it as expeditiously as possible, and that proves, our determination, and also the solidarity as well. Thank you. Well, I don't have the schedule in hand, but judging, just a wild guess, I think given the swift action and also the quick response by my colleagues who serve in the Article 23 bill committee, they are going to have 4 hours, discussion today, and they will continue to do so tomorrow. in browsing through altogether 500 something odd pages of the blue paper, the bill, I would imagine, sometime it could be meaningful that, if we could enact it sometime before the middle of April, but that is my personal guess. But just judging from the efficiency, the efficacy that they are now performing, I don't think that it would take too much time to finish it. So therefore, maybe the middle of April would be a realistic guess. Thank you. 好，多謝各位啊。
Sorry, one more question. So there are different degrees of imprisonment proposed in the bill, such as life imprisonment for treason. So what do you think of this kind of penalty?
Well, this sort of the penalty is already a very common feature. I don't think that Hong Kong should be singled out for that and to be commented that we are imposing very harsh penalty, which is not in line with the international standard. No, in fact, if you look into some of the Western countries, for example, some states in the United States, even the death penalty could be imposed. So life imprisonment is common occurrence in Hong Kong. Is nothing unusual about it. If you look at the GBS, grievous bodily harm, GBH, assault occasioning grievous bodily harm, a person who has been charged and convicted for that offense, which is a very serious one, could be subject to life imprisonment as well. So therefore, life imprisonment in the context of the national security law, I think it is all very ordinary and reasonable. The gist of the entire act is to deterrent and to make a deterrence against all this acts which may jeopardize the national interest and especially security. Thank you. 好，冇其他問題，多謝各位。大會主席同埋我哋嘅同事工作咧，都係有佢哋嘅嗰個節奏。咁但係我剛才講咧嗰個純粹我自己個人嘅嗰個估計，按照目前我哋嘅速度同埋嗰個成效咧，同埋而家團結一致去推動呢個工作咧，如果4月15號係一個我哋國家安全日一個日子，能夠可以啟動呢一個完成咗香港嘅國家安全法，而家呢一條就係我哋叫做維護國家安全條例。咁我覺得係一個幾理想嘅日子咯。所以4月15號星期六定星期日你忘記咗，但係嗰個 effective date， 咁你 cast 翻轉頭少少，咁嗰個係可能係11、12、13定我唔記得咗啦。你 check 個 calendar 啦。咁嗰個4月嘅星期3、星期4嚟二讀、三讀恢復二讀係咪幾理想咧？幾令人哋振奮咧？係嘛？即係我咁樣估計嘅啫，純粹估計，好嘛？Thank you， 多謝。